What is up, you guys? Ares Voltron here, bringing you a video. So today I'm going to be doing a TDM gameplay. I'll tell you how I play it, and at the end I'm going to tell you about my World War II opinions and how I feel about the game, and whether I'm going to be getting the game or not. Just to let you know now, I didn't pre-order it because I don't feel like wasting my money in case the game's bad. Like, for example, Infinite Warfare, I pre-ordered it, played it for the first like 2 weeks, and just stopped. But yeah, let's get right into the gameplay. So I'm using the XR2 no attachments. I do pick up a lot of weapons, because it's just, since it has no attachments, it's not as good as it usually is. So that's how I usually level up weapons. I get a couple kills with them, and then I pick up another weapon, and then when I die I go back to that gun and get more kills. That way I just don't die as easily, for the fact that since you have no attachments on the weapon, you're not always going to win the gunfight. Like, I don't have quick draw, I'm not going to be able to rush in as much, so I grab this VMP, which actually is a very good VMP. It has a long barrel and grip, I think, couple other attachments, but it helps a lot. And this M8, it's a pretty good M8. Not what I would prefer. I'd use reflex more, but I try to play myself safe because I'm going for streaks this game. I just want to play for fun. I want to get those streaks and then get more kills, because I have most of the kills right now on the team. And if I end up going 53-2, which is really good in TDM. It's considering I went solo, I didn't have hater. I used lethal streaks. I used wraps, yeah, but I at least got them solo. Like, I didn't have anyone to drop haters for me. I don't like playing in 6-mans as much as I do like a 2-man, a 3-man, or like just solo, because that way you can get more kills for yourself. You don't have to worry about your score per minute dropping or anything. Not that I'm like crazy about score per minute, I don't really care. It just shows whether or not you camp. So like, let's say you get like a 300 score per minute, okay, that's great, but it all depends on your KD. If you get a great KD, then if you get like a 17 KD and you only have like a 300 score per minute, that kind of shows that you can't, because like you might have gotten only 17 kills, but like you got a 300 score per minute, and 17 kills in a TDM is not the greatest. Unless you're playing in a 6-man where all of you get like 17 kills, that makes sense, because all of you are covering an area or rushing or doing something. You just can't get all the kills because of how many teammates you have that are actually decent. I try to play my way where I can consider corners. That's my strategy. I use the corners to my advantage. So like, if I get the vantage point on someone around the corner, then I usually win the gunfight. And I try to stay back more. I do rush, but I'm not one of those regular TDM players that just try to stay in like cover one side of the map. I continue rushing all around the map in circles. I don't go through the middle. The middle on most maps is a dead zone, because there's most times there's like 2 lines of sight in the middle of the map on each side, or maybe 3 or 4. All depends on your map you're playing. But those lines of sight, if there's more than one person in each of them, especially if there's more than one person in each of them, there could be people behind you, there could be people in front of you. As you can see, I'm a low level in this gameplay because I first started and I was just like fooling around for fun. That's why I had no attachments on anything. But I continue to go around, and if I do go in the middle of the map, it's just for 1 second using one of those lines of sights. Using those lines of sights, I can get like 1 or 2 kills, and then I get out of there, because I know that they're just staying there. People are gonna watch the kill cam, see where you are, they're gonna go after you because they just got mad that you were like killing them from the window on you. But if you only go there for 2 kills, you don't come back, they're not gonna go for you once they see you're not there anymore. I continue to run around the map. You shouldn't go in tight hallways though. That's some of the mistakes that you can make. That's actually one of the ways I die. I go back inside the middle, and there's a trip mine there after I killed the guy. I had Tempest, but it was just unlucky for me. The trip mine was on the wall. I killed the guy who had it, and then it still went off. That's one of the things I don't like about this game. If the trip mine's there and the guy dies, don't just keep it there, because that's just kind of stupid. See, I never really go back. I keep going around. I got a very high score, man. I think it was like 690, 700, something like that in this gameplay. But I never just sat there. I continued going around. And I never had to control a side. Like, it shows that like a lot of people that play free-for-all or something, yeah, you have to control a side because the spawns are predictable by looking at your mini-map. You can't really tell where people are coming from unless you know the free-for-all spawns. And the only way to like control them is by staying in like a hallway or like a small place where people will rush you from 2 sides. Having 3 sides, you're probably gonna get screwed. So I continue. See, I go through middle here only. I edge slide off that, and then I go back in the water. The water is one of the safest places here. A lot of people may go there, but that's how you can travel through the middle of the map without getting killed as easily. You just go through the water. That way you're more safe as compared to like someone who's just running through. Especially because most people on spawn, they want to try to get to the other side of the map fast so they can get more kills. So they they just run where it's fastest, because swimming is of course slower. But if you take it slow and you can get across the map faster without dying, I feel like that's better than just getting there, getting a kill, and dying. I continue to do good in this game, and I continue to pick up weapons. As you can see, I dropped my second wraps right here, and I think I die somewhere here. I might with the get to the trip mine. See, I'm always jumping. Jumping in this game actually helps. A lot of people say that like you're bad if you jump a lot. I don't use a scuff or anything. I have a regular controller. I don't have any advantage. I use bumper jumper, yeah, but that's just because it's just more comfortable to jump like that, because you can aim at the same time. Just in this game in general, I never really go through the middle of the map, because the middle of the map is just the worst place to go through. You always die. In games that I do go through the map in the middle, it's just terrible. Like, there's nothing really you can do to save yourself. You're getting shot from one side, you attack that guy. Then you get shot from the other, you're just gonna die. This is where I die. I pull out Tempest, I come in on the guy. I don't see him here, so I pull out Tempest. I got lucky. And then I got unlucky. And there was a trim mine right on the ceiling of the left wall or something like that. And I died, and that was the second death. First death I got double team, second death I got killed by a trip mine. Probably I would have gone 53-1 if I played that out better for the first death. Or maybe even 53-0 if I didn't go through the middle of the map. I start going through the middle of the map at the end because it doesn't really matter. A lot of these guys are quitting, they're giving up. New guys are coming. Pull out snipers because it doesn't matter. I missed a terrible shot. I should have hit that. And I just start freaking out right there. But let's talk about World War II, because the game ended now. Okay, so World War II, my opinion, game's gonna be enjoyable to some people and not to others, because Black Ops 3, the movement system, it's very fast, and people still decide to camp. World War II, just the whole game is a little bit slower. It's still a very fast-paced game, you could say, but since you're not jumping around or sliding around as much, it's gonna be a lot slower pace, and more people might be encouraged to camp. That's one of my only complaints about the game. Otherwise